Good evening, everybody. This week's Scarf Bergara War with me, Russ Johnson. Got Andy with me, okay, bud?
Yeah, all right, yeah, all good.
Good.
Apart from, I'm in my loft and it's absolutely, it'll be cooler for me to climb into an oven at 200 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
It is baking. So for the non-audio, but for the people that are watching live, if you see my patchwork behind me sort of ripple, it's because I've got my fan on full blast. So, yeah. It's what a horrible day to work in today.
I can imagine.
It's all right if you got air conditioning like Dave Whitehead.
Yeah, your own air conditioning. I don't know. Right, quickly on the agenda tonight, we're going to talk about the League Cup draw reaction. Wigan twice in a week. I think it might be 3 times actually in like 2 weeks or whatever it is. We'll touch on the Crewe win from last night. Obviously, a bit of Wickham as well. We're going to talk about the EP developments that are coming up tomorrow at the council. We have got a random shit of the week, so stick around for that. And we've also got a brand new fan guest, and a special fan guest at that we're going to bring out very shortly. So, yeah, happy days. Right, run tiles. This is the Scarf Bergara War. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us online. I've got all the names coming through on the comments. Cheers for joining us. Do get your comments in and like the video as we move along. That would be great. Thank you very much. Get involved in the chat and the discussions. Yeah, absolute scorcher, innit? Absolute scorcher.
Yeah, it's nice, don't get me wrong, and I'd much rather this kind of weather than rain. But anyone who works outside like myself, then I salute you.
Absolutely. You salute yourself, is what we're saying.
Well, I salute myself and other people that work outside.
Fair dues.
And because I work outside, I deserve to be saluted.
You do. There you go. Yeah. A visual salute from me. No, yeah. There you go.
Thank you. For audio listeners, Ross is saluting.
I saluted. I was somewhere interesting today, and it was absolutely boiling. It had aircon in one room and didn't seem to quite have it in the room we were in. And I was quite nervous as well, so I was sweating. But I was at the County Community Trust, the 90-Minute Club, as their esteemed guest, telling all of the people that go there all about the podcast and the memories I've got of doing the podcast and the people that I've met. And that was really, really good.
And did it go well? Did the nerves settle after a bit, or was it just like sweat dripping down your face, beads of sweat?
No, I mean I've done this before, and it's not my first rodeo for this, but I always get nervous before.
I get there should be a klaxon for that, shouldn't there?
Well, people that know me know that I get dead nervous before these things. Right. But yeah, as soon as I get going, it's fine, and there was loads of interaction from everybody, loads of memories from them. You know, I asked them a couple of the fan questions to get everybody engaged. You know, what was your first memory? Sorry, what was your first county match? And there was ones going back to the 50s and things. That was really nice. And that's
quite cool, isn't it? Because obviously this kind of thing that we ask on this podcast, and so it's quite relatable as well. Yeah,
well, that's what I said. I said to them, look, I said we do X, Y, and Z, and we have fans. Our show is about for fans by fans, and we've had fan guests on this show for years and years and years, and that's what it is. It's about hearing other people's stories. And I said when we get a new one on, which we're going to do with our fan guest in a minute, we asked them 4 questions, but I only asked them 2. I said, what is your first game and your favourite county moment? And yeah, loads of discussion. It was really, really good. And I took some items as well. I took the FA Cup ball from Bolton to show them, and they passed that around, and the Richard Harnwell snippet from when we beat City as well. So yeah, it was just really, really good. So watch this space, because I'm gonna have a dedicated podcast with Eddie Owen, who runs that, and he can tell so he can tell everybody everything that they do, and in a bit more detail, and do it more justice than I just give it.
And for everyone, Eddie Owen is the chap who works for the Community Trust, who did the walk from Peterborough back to County last year.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sorry, you said you were their esteemed guest. is that because I wasn't available, or?
Well, no, they asked me. I chose to ask you, and you couldn't make it. But no, I felt like a bit of an imposter as well, because I did say to them, I said, I'm here talking to you now, and you've had famous, you had like Kevin Francis last time. So I said, I feel like a bit of an imposter. And they went, no, you're famous. And I went, well, I'm not. And they went, one guy went, well, you're famous to us now. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. Thanks. So yeah, that was my afternoon well spent.
Sounded good.
Good. Oh, yes, sorry, I did miss it off the agenda. Yes, we will be talking about Brad Hills as well.
Just quickly before you go into full on, just comment from Alan Rowe. Yes, it was good to see you last night. There was about 4 or 5 people actually. I was stood with Russ last night. Prior to in the courtyard, because it was such a nice evening last night. We ended up having an extra couple more beers than what we'd normally do, and quite a few people were coming up and saying hello, and it was really nice because I've not met half of the people that go there, and it's good to get feedback, good or bad, and it was all good, obviously, but it was nice. There was another chap as well, Phil James, and another guy who I forget your name, but you were really nice, and I'm sorry you were there with your partner, so the name that escapes me. But Alan was nice to meet you as well. So yeah, feel like I'm a radio DJ, got to give a shout out to right. Good show, Andy. Good show.
Okay, cool. Right, let's get into it. Let's get our fan guest out. It's our new blogger, Reedy. Evening.
Hello. Good evening.
How are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm warm, like you guys. Instead of doing the usual sound check on air, Andy and I did the. Can you hear my fan? No. Yeah. Yours either. Thanks for having me. I'm delighted to complete the bespectacled lineup tonight.
Having you? You staff?
Yeah, it's like a busman's holiday, surely. But I know you've never been on before, have you? So yeah, no. So for everybody watching, Reedy is one of our new bloggers, our casual bloggers. So you'll see blogs coming out from Reedy every now and again on a whole manner of different county-related topics. So cheers for that, Reedy. Really good to have you on board. Bit unusual that we've never spoke to you before. You're a blogger, and we're now doing a fan guest thing. So anyway, let's just roll with it, shall we? So, fan guest.
Sorry, can I just? We have spoken to you. He's in our chat. You mean actually had him on the show?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's unusual for someone to come on the show having already spoken to us and already in the background.
Yeah,
isn't
right.
it?
Okay, yeah.
God, right. Can we carry on? Good. Right. So, Reedy, when was your first game, mate? If you can remember.
I can't remember it very well, but it was I started really properly supporting County sort of late 90s, early 2000s. But my first game was Peterborough at home. It was definitely 95 or 96. I don't know which one. And I had a look before. That means it was either 0-0 or 1-1. So a nondescript game in the mid to late 90s, just before things got exciting in the 97 season.
Fair dues. So, and I don't remember it, but it seems as though you've just checked. Was it Ken Charlery that scored the goal?
Yes.
Yes. Well, you can put your house on that if it's Peterborough in the 90s and it's against us. Then we signed him and he couldn't hit a barn door by all accounts, could he? I don't know if you remember that, but there we go.
How do you remember that?
I was going to say,
what, me?
Well, you're right. It's no joke that your memory is fucking shite. How do you remember that?
I don't know. I just remember because he was like our nemesis, and then we signed him, and he was Bobbins. It's just one of those things. It's quite unusual, isn't it, to sign a player that's always scoring past you, and then when you get him, you're thinking, great, get us over the line in league, and he couldn't hit a barn door.
I don't know. There must be a few out there that we've done that.
Yeah, possibly. If you think of any more, get them in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Second question. Favorite game Favourite county game? Obviously, they're all county.
Yeah, favourite game.
Can you imagine it? Borussia Dortmund versus Juventus in 2003? Sorry.
It was the John Hardiker City game at Edgeley Park in March 2002. Well, we all know which game it was. Doesn't matter when it was. Obviously, it was a dreadful season. And I think in a weird way, amid a sort of shower of mediocrity, that moment sticks out. So, yeah, easy one, that.
John Hardiker, absolutely belting. Wow. Yeah, cool. I'm going to flipping back to these questions because I don't even know my own questions. Your favourite goal that you've seen?
Stephen Gleeson's in the playoff semi. So for some reason, I always prefer the playoff semis. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather not have to be in the playoffs at all, especially after last season. But I kind of prefer that to the sort of sterile, artificial atmosphere of Wembley. But there was something about that evening. It was really warm. I think it might even have been a Sunday. It was a bit of a febrile atmosphere. I think Gannon and Paul Lambert had a bit of beef during the season as well. We obviously went into the game at the last 10 minutes, 1-0 down. Bit of ping pong in the box between Paul Turnbull, Gary Dicker, and that moment, and obviously all those county fans sort of streaming down the aisles to celebrate. It was brilliant, magnificent.
Yeah, was you there, Andy?
The Wickham away? No. I watched it. I watched it in my favourite local, the Armoury.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
And I think I the whole table of beers just went up. And I mean, just up.
Yeah. So, Reedy, when you say you saw it, you were there, were you? I take it. Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I couldn't get there because my wife was due with my eldest, so I couldn't go to Wickham away.
That's the worst excuse ever.
Well, then luckily he was born at 1:20 on the morning. We were playing Wickham at home, so I got to go to that match. So yeah.
Was it a case of like those golf gifts or sort of videos that you see where it's like, oh, the lads are playing golf, or I don't want to go. Were you like, yeah, can't be playing tonight, but I'm so glad I'm here with you, or my newborn. Or did Claire just go?
Probably a bit of both, really. I mean, there was nothing I could do in the hospital, and she had to stay there for a bit, and she wasn't coming out that day, so she just went.
Paying the nurses. Can you just keep her in for 2 more days?
Yeah. And then lastly, favourite player or players. You can have past and present. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, past, probably Luke Beckett, actually. For us to have someone so good in a team that was so bad at the time, that stood out for me. Brilliant finisher. To score nearly 50 goals in 2 years for that team was an amazing achievement. In the current team, Ethan Pye, I finished playing years ago and to no particular standard whatsoever, but I was a left-sided defender, so I kind of emphasised that side of it. And I quite like his kind of needle and his attitude during the game as well. He's always giving it to whoever is playing up front for the opposition. So, yeah, Ethan Pye.
Yeah. So have you got a wand of a left foot then? Is that what you're telling us?
Not like Danny Andrews, no.
He does have a left foot, him. Yeah.
Dodgson though was Dodge. Oh well, we'll talk about all this later. We need to crack on through stuff. But yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much and welcome to the Scarf Bergara War. Thanks,
guys. Thanks for having me.
No worries. I did forget to say at the top of the show, actually, and I should get better at reading my own scripts, but we're sponsored by Overpass Clothing and in partnership with Edgeley Con Club Coaches. So get yourselves searching for those and looking at what they're doing. So they're going to certainly Overpass Clothing is going to come at us pretty quickly, I would have thought, based on what we've seen. Excellent. Okay, let's get into it. I think the first place to start is probably, there's about 3 we could start at. Let's start with the strong rumour now that Brad Hills potentially is coming back on a permanent. The rumour is valued north of 1 million quid, up to 2 million, and then was it significant sort of sell-on clauses and things in his contract? What do you make of it? Would you have him back? Do you think it's too much to spend? What are you thinking? Reedy, I'll come to you first.
I definitely have him back. I remember the group of lads I go to. We said at the end, or one of them said at the end of last season, I wouldn't be surprised if we try and sign him permanently as opposed to getting him back on loan again. I definitely have him back. We obviously need strength in that area. I felt a bit sorry for Pye and Connolly last night when we made our subs and those two had to play on. So, we definitely need him. If that figure is right, that's quite a lot, but in the ethos that County have of creating players with future sell-on value, etc., and value creation, he absolutely fits that profile. And obviously endeared himself massively to the fans last season. So, yeah, massive news if it's true. Yeah,
I agree. I posted it everywhere that if we sign him, then it's going up as champions. And this is whether Pye stays or goes, or I think Sam Byrne mentioned that it's the same situation with Pye. So it's been all summer. There's been interest, but no actual offers. So for me, if we're getting Hills, can you imagine that back three of Pye, R2 and Hills?
Yeah, supported by Connolly and Olowu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, I already think we're going to finish at least second anyway. So it's a proper statement signing. And I've seen a few comments actually that he needs to watch his temperament and stuff, but I know he's got a bit of a temper when he's not playing for County, but I've not really seen anything whilst he was at County. So
it was only the Wrexham game last year, wasn't it? Wrexham away. Yeah. The only one.
Was it just frustration? Obviously, because when he was playing there, he wasn't getting a run of games, or I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely have him back. The comments are coming in. So Andy Bullock says, 2 £1 million plus signings in the summer. What a time to be a County fan. Gazendo, yet another nod to where we are as a club compared to years gone by. Matt Baxter, hey, Matt, you're right. Glad to see us investing in the defence and not just attacking players. Strikers win games, but defenders win titles. I like that. I've heard that before. I like that saying. And then Paul Street, it's a lot of money for an out of favour player. He was class for us, but the price seems high. So there's a counter to that. And then TFR, Charlie will have some job keeping all those defenders happy. All seem starting quality. That's a good point as well. I mean, Connolly, if it is Connolly and Olowu that do say drop theoretically, they're going to want to play, aren't they?
But it's. I think the ethos within the club is that you're joining a team, and if you look at the stars and riches we've had over the last few seasons, they've not all had the time to shine, have they? When they have, they've all contributed to the sort of end game, kind of, so to speak. So, and Charlie's big on this whole, if you want to play, show me. If you want that position, show me. Because if you show him, all right, I think every manager has those handful of players where they'll play regardless of how they play. But the majority of players, if they show Charlie that they want to be in that team, they will get their chance. So, yeah. Yeah.
It's what he's done well over the years, isn't it? I mean, Reedy, I'll come to you. So do you like, I mean, it's kind of a loaded and stupid question, really. Do you like the way that Charlie manages the squad in that respect? And would it concern you if we had 5, an embarrassment of riches in one particular area as opposed to the whole squad?
Yeah, I'd like the way he manages the squad. The two things I was thinking of as you guys were chatting there is, to Paul's point, it's a lot of money for an out-of-favour player. I guess the Norwich view on that. Norwich, I think, are the highest spenders in the Championship this summer. They've spent 20 to 30 million, so obviously they're looking to recoup. I believe we were not the only party interested, so that would have driven the price up, etc., etc. I guess, I'm a massive fan of the way Charlie manages it. And the other thing I was thinking as we were going through all that, the options that we've got at the back is Fraser Horsfall's long forgotten now, and I think of the players, players that left in the summer, he was probably the one, maybe alongside Will Collar, that I was most gutted about.
Yeah, same. I think, to be honest, I think Fraser Horsfall's been long forgotten by Blackpool, by all accounts. I don't think he was in their squad, was he, at the weekend? Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. But yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, brill. So that's Brad Hills. Let's hope we get him back. I mean, what a colossal player. Quick reaction then to the Wigan draw. What an anticlimax! I said just before we started, we never get a good draw. And Andy, you corrected me that we do. Just Wigan away though, twice in a week.
I can't remember what I said now. What did it say?
You said you got memory like mine. You said, yeah, but we've had West Ham in the recent past.
Oh yeah. West Ham, Leicester, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
Palace.
That was the FA Cup.
Yeah,
that was the FA Cup.
But still
cup though. And the thing is, though, we've always, for as long as I can remember, always got knocked out the first game because we've played these teams. So it's nice. One, it's nice to be in the second round, and two, that's a winnable game, Wigan.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, get on. But then you got on the third round, you've got potential of more bigger clubs, haven't you? Not just not just the little Premier League clubs like Man United and those ones.
Yeah. Yeah, all the big clubs come in. All the European big clubs come in, don't they?
Yeah.
Did you see Hinchliff's post-match interview from last night, by the way?
No.
They said, JK said to him, who would you like in the next round? Would you want a big club like United? And he went, I thought you said big club. And I was like, not only is the GOAT, he's the GOAT, he's like the best GOAT, isn't he? I wonder if that's a thing.
Yeah.
BGOAT. The bestest, greatest of all time. And we'll talk about Hinchliff as well, actually. I forgot to mention that. 400 appearances. But let's move on to Wigan. So, yeah, Wigan away in the Cup. I think we've got them twice in a week. In fact, I know that. But I think we might have them. Someone mentioned we might have them again straight after as well. Have I got that right? Does someone want to correct me on that?
Wow.
I don't know.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because we haven't got them in the Virtue,
Bristol,
have we?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, we haven't got them in that, whatever that's called this year. So, yeah, I don't know what I've seen there, but maybe obviously got that wrong.
I love that cup, whatever that cup's called this year. Because let's face it, whatever name it is, it'll get changed again halfway through.
Yeah. I think you named them all you tried to name them all in your blog, didn't you, Reedy, and missed one or two out, I think.
Windscreen, paint pot, vans,
pizza.
Pizza and motors. Yeah, so have a guess what it'll be next year. Name your trade.
Yeah. But put it into the comments and we'll read them out. What was it before the auto windscreen shields? Because I don't remember before the auto windscreens. I don't think. Pretty sure it existed. Or did it?
Is this cup the old Coca-Cola cup? I get confused.
That was the League Cup.
Yeah. So here we go. Explain the cups now. So the League Cup is what we played in last night, Andy. Yeah.
Which was the Coca-Cola cup.
Yeah. The ones we've just been naming.
Always named after a drink. That one. Carabao, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Milk.
Worthingtons. Yeah.
Milk cup. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Apart from Rumbelows and Littlewoods, I think it's all been named after drinks.
And the one that we're referring to with all the pizza, windscreen, all that, they're just different.
Yeah, Football League trophy. Yeah, Football League trophy, different trades.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Thanks for that. It's like being at school. Russ and Reedy's School of Cups.
Yeah, so that's Wigan away. I mean, there's nothing more to say about that, is it? But apart from it's winnable. Let's move, before we get on to last night, let's move on to Hinchliff then. 400 appearances. I don't really know where to start with this. I mean, he's obviously a GOAT, came with us from the National League North. Is he the best player to ever play for the club, everything considered? Everything considered. Not just ability.
I'll leave that on to you, Andy.
Sorry, there's something wrong with my... best. That's a big statement, that. And don't get me wrong, Ben, if you watch this or hear this, you are an absolute legend. You deserve the key to Stockport. You are pretty much... And I'm probably making County 1883 drool here because he won't have any bad word to say about Ben. But he deserves everything. He is an absolute GOAT. Best player ever to play for County, including everything? No.
Okay, then if he's get your comments in on this. If it's not Hinchliff, who is he? Because we're talking here, we've got a goalkeeper that has played for us over what we're saying. I always get the division numbers mixed up. So National League North, National League, League Two, League 4 divisions. I don't think anybody's played for us in over 4 divisions. He's progressively got better and moved with the squad. 400 appearances. God knows how many Golden Gloves, clean sheets, records, and things like that. Longevity. He's looked after himself. He used to be part-time. He went full-time. I don't know. I personally can't think of, 360 rounded. Is there a better player that's played for us?
Well, Phil James has mentioned it. Obviously, there is Gannon.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, though, we probably had more success whilst... And granted, it's lower down the leagues, but more success with Ben than Gannon, would you say? More titles, more playoffs, more...
Reedy, come on, help me.
He's on the fence, and this guy's got splinters, I tell you.
I was going where Russ went. Nobody's moved further up the divisions with us than Ben has.
I feel like I've talked myself into my own counter argument, but carry on.
Gannon was part of the Dave Jones team, wasn't he? So they had the cup runs, etc. Obviously, the highest ever finish in what was then Division 1, now the Championship, etc. Yeah. I'm just going to keep sitting on the fence, guys.
Yeah.
I think in fairness, I've been proven wrong. I don't like to say he's the best player ever, but I think based on stats and current wins and games and trophies and playoffs and everything, I think he probably is our best player. Right. It's not often I admit that I'm wrong.
No. So I think I might start the whole thing wrong. So Waggy's coming here, and he's before we get pelters from the grammar police or whatever you want to call them. Waggy said he isn't the best, although he's the greatest.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, of course he is. Then
is he the greatest? Everything considered.
I think he's probably the best, all things considered. Wouldn't you say? Surely best and greatest are pretty much the same thing.
So
I think... Sorry, go on, Reedy.
If he's the greatest and the best, that would make him the goat and the boat, I think.
Goat in a boat. I'm going to do a little image of that.
That's quality.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's an absolute legend. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? I don't think. To be honest, I used to kind of like an unfair question, really, just to stoke debate, because I don't think there's a right and wrong answer. You put them all onto a pedestal, don't you, and go, they're up there as the legends. Yeah. So if you are watching this, Ben Hinchliff, then we love you, mate. We absolutely love you and everything you've done for the club. You're an absolute ledge, mate. So
should have saved the goal last night, though. No, am I joking?
Yeah, should have come for that. You should have come for it. Yeah, he did say though in his post-match, though, didn't he, that after the substitutes had been made, it got a bit. I can't remember what he said. I can't remember the word he used, but certainly a bit more sort of fractured and a bit fraught. And you could see that, couldn't you? Last night. So let's move on to last night. Then the Crewe match in the Carabao Cup, it's still called, round 1. First things first, the 2 promoted clubs have to qualify for that now, don't they? Did you notice?
The what? Say that again.
It's like I love it bringing you up to speed with everything football related. So the 2 promoted clubs, Oldham and Oldham and Barnet. Yeah, they had to, before the EFL even kicked off. Well, Barnet certainly, it was the week before. They had to play a qualifying match to get to the first round of the Carabao Cup.
Why?
I think it's to do with the amount of games that the big teams play and all of the European slots and things like that.
Right. Once again, the big teams seem to dictate how football is run.
I've got my violin out here. It's a very small one.
It's what?
It's a very small one.
Yeah. And for the record, it's not all things football related, Russ, that you keep me up to date with.
No, that's true.
It's probably about 90% of football related things. I don't know. Was there a question or?
No, I was just pointing it out, getting your thoughts on it. Did you know they had to? Anyway, they did. And
no,
I think, no,
I didn't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. So that's a new thing for this season. Obviously, Crewe. What did you think about last night? How did you think it went? Was you surprised at the starting lineup?
I wasn't surprised. I was pleased we picked a strong team, and I thought we gave Fringe and some of the younger players a chance, but there was still that strong core. Obviously, we don't have a lot of choice in the centre at the moment, so it was Pye and Connolly. But obviously, any midfield that's got Ollie Norwood in it, and what's up top is really strong at the core. So, and then I saw Crewe's team and 9 changes, and what I thought might have been quite a tough game going into it, because obviously they'd won the first 2 league games, and then sort of the last game, or the last time we played them at EP, was that rare bad game we had in the League 2 title season, and he beat us 3-1. I thought we might have been in for a tough game, but when I saw their lineup, and that's how it played out. We dominated, really.
I was quite impressed because I was sat with you first half, wasn't I, Russ? And I was saying that I was really impressed with the tempo from both sides. It was a good, entertaining first half from what I remember, and they were giving us a bit of a go, weren't they? I think once the first goal went in, they were still had that sort of belief, didn't they? But I think once that second goal went in, it was kind of like, for them, this is with the team that we put out, it's a bit of a tough ask. But then they scored and it kind of sprung them into life. And I think they kind of thought, well, if we get another one now, early doors, we might be able to pull off a miracle. But I just think the game petered out a bit too much by then, didn't it?
I agree with you, Andy. First 15 minutes in particular, I mean, I guess you'd expect this because they obviously pick their fringe players and players that are in some of the youth teams, etc. But they pressed us really hard and made it hard for us. And then we got a foothold in the game. They were really good first 15 minutes, but then our kind of dominance started to tell after that.
Yeah. Yeah, just to come in actually about Wigan, just to revert back, we do play them in the Virtue. So we have got them 4 times this season. Possibly 5 if we get them in the FA Cup. There we go.
Flipping heck.
Yeah, flipping heck indeed. Back to last night. Yeah, I saw it the same as you lads, really. It's kind of like the damage was done once we got a foothold and got control of it. Damage had already been done. I think the goal that they scored was probably just out of the nature of the game being unstructured. I think, like Ben said, and Ben Hinchliff in his post-match interview, and it's almost to be expected, really. I didn't think they was going to score actually, but as the substitute started to come on, you could see it was getting a bit fractured. But that said, how nice is it to basically stroll past half decent Crewe team. I know they've made 9 changes from the weekend, but they'd still had a good start to the season. They played 2-1-2 and they're sitting top of League Two. So it's just nice to beat them in almost like a training match. It felt like us, and just it's like breeze past them, really, almost.
But it was a good performance, though, wasn't it? It was a good performance. And
yeah, of course, yeah.
I've seen. I'll tell you what. I was having a conversation about Che Gardner about 2 minutes before he did the best turn I've seen in ages. It was lightning. But about 2 minutes before that, I was having a conversation saying, I don't really see what his role is within County. And I know they're trying to loan him out to the right club sort of thing, but he definitely needs a loan. And then he does that absolute... He skins the player. I don't know who it was, the right wing back or whatever. Must have just gone, what the fuck has just gone on? And then he legged it to the corner. And what a pass to Fiorini. That was just, what a cutback. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, it moves on to Fiorini. What are we saying?
Hey, it's a good question, mate. I'll let Reedy take that one first. What are you saying about Reedy, mate?
I guess. Well, I
think my connection's going. Go on.
A few observations on him. I mean, the game just. We'll come on to the goal in a second. The game just seemed to pass him by, unfortunately, and he was kind of conspicuous in his unwillingness to show for the ball by all his other teammates' willingness to show for it all the time. So first half, definitely it passed him by for me. The goal looked brilliant. I mean, if he deliberately meant to sort of cut across it like that, and obviously that sent it to the keeper's left and out of his reach, then fantastic strike. And yeah, my only other recollections of him from last season were he was on kind of a couple of the dead ball situations. And I guess when Ollie Norwood's on the pitch, and to a slightly lesser extent, Danny Andrew, he's not getting anywhere near the kind of dead ball situations, is he? So great goal. But yeah, unfortunately for large parts, he was pretty anonymous for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was. It's a shame, though, isn't it? Because I don't know why. Because I do this with some players sometimes. I can see a player in him, and I really, really want him to do well. And it's almost like, oh, he's not performing. And last night was a golden opportunity to going back to what you said before, Andy, about the way that Charlie, demands performances from his players. Last night was a golden opportunity for him to do that, and I don't think he took it with one hand, let alone both hands.
It's not just about performance, though, is it? Because they all have those body packs on, don't they, that monitor steps and runs and up and down the pitch. And I remember I can't remember who we spoke to on a podcast, and they were saying it might have been Liam Hogan.
It was Liam Hogan, yeah.
And he was saying that I was being told to, after the corner, attacking the corner, he had to literally. He was told to leg it back to his 6-yard box just to get his minutes in for his run back sort of thing. So
yeah,
so they get monitored all the time. So, and for me, it just felt like Fiorini was trying to mark everyone else's other player. I said to you, Russ, I said to you, lad, I don't really know what position he's kind of playing. It's like a 10, when you're playing kids football when you're 10 years old and you see every single player chase the ball at the same time. It's like, I don't really think. I don't know. It's like you say, Russ. I really want there to be a player in there, but at the same time, if we've got a fully fit Camps and a fully fit Bate and a fully fit Norwood, and even based on Bailey's recent performances, right, it took a while for Bailey to get going last night, but. Can you see Fiorini getting into the squad off the current performances? He's not grabbing the game, is he?
No.
I feel like that was a rant.
Well, you're entitled to it. Yeah, I felt he almost, I want to say tried too hard. Sort of, when you get one of those players who knows the good, but they try to do everything. I'm taking free kicks, I'm taking penalties, I'm taking corners, I'm taking throw-ins because I'm dead good. Do you remember that? There was always that kid at school, wasn't there, that was like that. I'm not saying he was like that, but I felt like he was trying to do more than what than his job was. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's just not working. And Claire's joined us online, and she says, "Wonder if it's a case of wrong club." I think it is. But then he went to Dundee on loan, and I think that was the wrong club for him as well. So we'll see. We'll see. I just wonder how many more chances he'll get.
Like, is it a case of he's going to need a run of games? But are we playing with a man less whilst we wait for him to get up to those run of games, up to speed? I don't know. It's like I'm no football tactician. I don't know what the right answer is, but I don't know. What do you think, really?
I guess I'm looking to sort of the end of the window at the end of August. I can't see him, unless we have a massive spate of injuries, I can't see him featuring in kind of a league game starting 11, which really leaves the second round of the League Cup as his last opportunity to impress before we might think, well, let's ship him out and save on a wage for half a season or a whole season. So, yeah, I just can't see it, unfortunately. There's maybe a player in there. I'd sympathise with him. He's clearly massively low on confidence, I think. And you could see that last night as well. But that doesn't help us, does it, unfortunately, as a club?
No. And there's probably only so far the club will go, or the coaching staff will go to give him that confidence. And I bet that you kind of run out of ideas in the end, don't you? You go, well, we've kind of tried everything, so it's got to be 50-50, hasn't it, with confidence. People can give it you and build you up, but you've got to take it and apply it, haven't you? If you're not doing that, then it's probably not working. Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything more about the Crewe game then before we move on to sort of briefly recap the Wigan game, because there's a couple of points on that.
I don't know about you, Andy. I thought the wing backs were really good again. Crossing's obviously been a massive feature in the first three games. The Woods goal was obviously a cross from one wing back to the other who headed it across, and Woods got another goal. He's looking good. Lee Bell said Woods is worth a couple of million at least. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting to hear. And I thought Lowe probably should have had more. Well, definitely should have had more than one last night. But the way I look at that was, I don't know if match fitness is the right word. He looks a bit rusty, let's put it that way. But he kind of has that knack, a bit like Paddy Madden did, and still does, and like Benno's got, of kind of being in goal scoring positions. And there's like a skill or a knack to that in itself. So that bodes well, I think. And I thought Danny Andrew was good. Charlie obviously came out and said he's taking a massive risk at the moment on a short contract, because obviously if he gets injured, that ruins his chance of getting another contract either with us or elsewhere. But apart from one tackle he pulled out of very late in the game when the game was won, he was massively committed last night. So yeah, lots of good stuff all over the place, and that's before we've even really gone to Gardner, Akeki, and Alan as well, who the boys in the Cheadle end took a liking to.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you've just said there, and I've seen some comments about Wootton on the socials, and there's one chap that posts saying, he just seems to have found that extra level, and this guy got slated a little bit, but I don't think the guy who's commenting was saying he's finally putting a shift in. He's always put a shift in. Everyone knows I was never his biggest fan from last season, but I am happily eating humble pie, because I will always say, if any player can prove me wrong, then, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he was awful last season. I just thought that we could have got better. But I'm eating humble pie, and may it continue, because he's just finding, he kind of seems like he's playing a bit further forward, like he is that kind of centre forward kind of role, whereas last season is kind of like a bit further back, and I don't know, but he just seems to be scoring different goals as well. And I tell you what, one of my favourite signings so far from the games I've seen him play is O'Keefe. I just think he's going to get better and better.
Yeah, Dodgson as well. I think it's because we're putting more crosses in the box. We've got better players in wing-back positions, and they're putting crosses in the box. So Wootton doesn't have to come deep to get the ball and get involved and get in those headlocks as much. because he can do that he can do that further up the pitch. I've noticed he's winning free kicks as well, which I don't know if that's like a change in the rules. I might read the EFL handbook tomorrow to see if there's been some changes.
Right, you're looking forward to that, aren't you, Russ?
I mean, this is the sort of thing I do, you know.
But and then on Nathan Lowe, I don't think it's rusty. I just think it's a case of we have a sort of I keep saying like ethos, a way of playing, and a high tempo press. And I think maybe for new players like Lowe, it's just a case of time to adjust to that intensity style that we play at. I wouldn't say he's rusty because every time you see him, he looks like he's in a dangerous position to create or do something, and he's very, very unselfish. So he's definitely a good player in him, 100%.
Yeah, Reedy, give us your verdict then on Okiki, Gardner, and Allen. Then coming on, I thought they were superb personally. What was
I really liked Shea Gardner. I mean, I like the three of them, to be honest. I'd seen Gardner for one of the first times on the they put the Salford pre-season game on YouTube, obviously, and I really liked him in that game. He played well there. Akeke, I'd heard kind of really good things from his time at Chester in the National League North. And then decent things he obviously was with Rochdale last year. And yeah, he's obviously two very different physiques in terms of size. So yeah, I was really impressed by both of them, to be honest. The only other thing, the thing I'd question is, have we not got some lower squad numbers for them? Having 41 and 48 makes it look like they're completely out of the fringe players. We must have some late 20s or 30s for them.
I don't know how it works, to be honest.
Aren't you like squad number police, Ross?
No, I'm not the squad number police. I do like my squad numbers, and I don't like it when they're... But I don't get overly shirty about it. See what I've done there?
No pun. I'll do the jokes, Ross. I'll do the jokes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean about squad numbers, but yeah, forget about that. There was one particular one about Jidakiki, though. I'm sure it had to be Norwood that played the ball because only he can play a diag the length of the pitch. And Jidakiki got to it and he controlled the initial ball, but he went too far ahead of him and went out for a goal kick. And in my head, I'm just thinking, well, if he gets in the team more, and that's a thing that we do, and he's going to pick up on those, that's a proper good outlet. That's a dangerous sort of play to have, I think. Yeah, he was good. Didn't see much of Alan, though. I know you talked about Alan. I don't think we saw much of him because he was from me, Cheadle, and he was at the other side of the pitch. He was a lot of running and a lot of harrying. I don't think he had any sort of real shots with real intent, did he? Can't remember any.
No, I think he and Febs, when they came on, just made a bit of a nuisance of themselves down that far right as you're looking at it from the Cheadle end. But yeah, no concrete opportunities, I don't think.
Yeah. Martin Allen says that pass was from Ben. Apologies. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Fair play. Okay, time's moving on, lads. We need to move on. So Wickham on Saturday. Anything about that? I mean, absolute worldie again from Jack Diamond. That's what he's got. He's just honestly, since Barry's left, he's just been slowly ramping it up, hasn't he, like a coiled spring.
Yeah. It's just unfortunately I didn't get to watch or listen on Saturday. So it was a nice... Well, I saw the notifications come through, and then I managed to just get the last sort of 5 minutes or 10 minutes of injury time. And I just got it on the Bet365 app, and just, where it shows the graphic of like dangerous attack or what have you. And it seemed like must have been playing with a hot potato or something, because it was all dangerous attack Wickham. Then it would go to us having the ball. And then seconds later, it'll be dangerous attack Wickham, super dangerous attack by Wickham. It's like, flipping heck, are we panicking here, or what was it like watching it? Was it nervy, or was it just a case of it seemed worse than what it was?
We were under the cosh last 20, weren't we? And then I think I didn't watch it live. I was playing cricket at the time, and I was relying on a mate on the boundary to tell me to keep me updated on what was going on. And then he was like, 7 minutes injury time. I was like, fucking hell. And then it ended up being 11. And then when he finally told me it had finished, but yeah, we were under the cosh, weren't we? I think their changes made a difference. And despite their poor start, Wickham, I do think they've recruited quite well this summer. And it's easy to criticise their manager because obviously they had that slump when Matt Bloomfield left last season. But I do think they'll get their act together this season. So, and if the pen had gone in, could have been a very different story, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 pens missed in 2 matches at Adams Park, isn't it now, for Wickham against County? Yeah. It's a weird one. It's almost like the game was split into 2 and not 2 halves. It was a game of 2/3 and 1/3. Someone's put it in the Martin said it says sort of 60 minutes. They didn't press us at all, and that's where Jack Diamond's goal led to. Gazendo said shit defending, but a great finish. Yeah, I mean he ran what seemed like the length of the pitch to get into the area. They didn't press us for a lot of it, and then they made the changes, and all of a sudden they turned into a completely different team, put us on the back foot, and I guess the massively positive thing is, in years gone by, perhaps, would have conceded a second, probably conceded a third, maybe. But this team seems to have that resilience where they're getting over the line and they're, they're defending solidly. I don't remember any like proper emergency defending. I might be wrong there. I didn't see all of the injury time because I had to go and grab a taxi because I was off out to drink again, so I didn't see that, but I don't remember any sort of proper emergency defending. It's just they were on top and they were probing and trying to get through. So yeah, take 3 points.
There was a deflected save from Adine towards the end, wasn't there? But I can't remember anything else apart from that after they'd scored, where we were under the cosh, obviously, but I can't remember any other chances where you're thinking like, oh shit, that's they should have scored.
Got away with that one. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, good stuff. Moving on then to before we get to random shit of the week, which we haven't got a jingle for, but we will sort one out. Don't worry. So stick around for that. EP developments. It's the planning application meeting tomorrow. So we're recording this on 13th of August, 14th of August. It should get approved. Hopefully we can rejoice after tomorrow. And I've got it on good authority that our blogger John isn't going to stand up and say anything this time, but we wish he did because he would probably just get put through anyway.
And we've got Dave Marchbank from the Co-op joining us on the 3rd of September. So I'm sure he'll be able to keep us updated with, what's happening as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we have a new blogger called Josh. So that's 3 bloggers we've got now who are doing bits for us. His first blog is about the planning delays and understanding it. So he is just out of luck more than judgment. He is a practicing architect. So he knows what he's talking about. So I'll pop that into the chat for everybody. Have a read of this blog. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. So have a read of that. It outlines basically how the delays have come about and all of the sort of intricacies that you have to have with these things. So yeah, happy days. Right, shall we do random shit of the week?
Let's do it. Are you going to sing a song, Reedy?
Looking at the comments, I think this is the not me singing the song, but I think random shit of the week is the only thing a lot of people are here for. But yeah, I can do I can do a shit jingle, definitely. Yeah.
Go on then, fire away.
Right. So my crap jingle is you remember that song that the sorry to swear, but the City fans had for Yaya and Kolo Toure. Yeah. So my jingle would be random shit of the week.
Love it. Yeah, good. I like it.
Better than Dave's attempt, so yeah, I like that.
Yeah, or my attempt the previous week. Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
ladies and gents. Okay, so this week we are playing Hatter's Hot Picks.
Hatter's Hot Picks.
Hatter's Hot Picks. Well, what is this, you ask? What is this? So basically, if you've ever seen Family Fortunes, it's that.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Right, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So based on a survey of asking 100 people. So because it's Russ versus Reedy, is there any way that if I say, we'll go with Reedy first, because he's our guest, not guest, he's staff, but he's our debut staff member, yeah. Can you mute and turn off your sound, Russ, so you can't hear his answers?
Oh, God. Yes, I suppose I can, yeah. Well, I'll just turn off my sound, right? Yeah?
Right. Just turn off your sound.
Yeah, I can do that easily. Just your sound button, yeah. In the spirit of the game, I will do that. And really, I'm sure you could do the same, can you? When it's my go.
Well, when it's his go, not now.
Yeah. It's your sound button, not your mic button.
Yeah.
So you can't hear us. Go on then.
So basically, I'm going to ask you a question. I've got a series of 3 football-related ones and 2 just sort of like random ones. Okay.
Okay.
However long it takes is however many we'll ask. Okay. So it's basically I've asked 100 people. Actually, you need to mute or to do whatever you do now, Russ, because
I'm not allowed to hear it. Oh, is it just his go and then it's my go? Right.
Yeah, because he's going to try and get the top 5 answers, and right. I'll make a note of how many points he gets.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then if you can beat his points, then you win that round. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm going to mute. I'm going to turn my sound off now. You need to give me a signal of when you want me to come back in, though.
I'll go about. Is that all right? Okay.
Yeah. I won't hear it, but I'll see it.
For the audio listeners, I've just done the old way. Stick your finger in your mouth and do a pop.
Yeah.
One of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Go. Okay. Reedy and everybody else. So based on the survey, we asked 100 people to name something you'd hear shouted from the stands during a match. So you're going with the top 5 answers asked by 100 people.
Top 5.
Or you're trying to think of them in order, basically. You've seen Family Fortunes, haven't you?
Yeah. I think we're allowed to swear. Well, I've already sworn, so.
Yeah, you're allowed to swear.
Fucking hell is probably one.
No. So that's one.
Second ball.
Don't know if I can do the X noise because it might get copyrighted.
Man on. These are really shit.
Yes.
I got one.
Okay. And go on, keep going.
Come on, ref.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's yeah, and then one more.
Get it in the box.
No. Okay, so our 5 attempts, you got 35. Okay, right. He's not even looking, is he? Right, you put yourself on quiet now. Ross, you with us?
I'm back out from my soundproof booth with my headphones on.
Oh, actually, Reedy, if you can hear us. Yeah, no, you don't need to mute on this one.
I'm back.
Right, Ross. So we asked 100 people to name something that you'd hear shouted from the stands during a match. You get five goes.
Something you'd hear shouting from the stand of the match. Well, come on, you lazy bastards.
No. Well, I didn't know I could do that because of copyright.
Get it forward. Bloody hell. From the stands. Oh, what about chants? Chants you hear shouted from the stands. Different chants and songs.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Because there is one that's Come On County, and there is a song for that as well. So,
you mean from the? Oh, you're right. Okay, so specific stuff. The scarf my father wore. Then that.
Well, no, not specific stuff. Just stuff that you'd hear shouted from. It's not hard, is it?
Okay.
Right, you got 2 more goes.
Who's the bastard in the black? Or something to do with the ref.
So anything to do with the ref, is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't really know how specific or generic you want me to be.
Well,
did you have this problem reading?
I'll give you that one. Right. Okay, go on. One more. Something
shouted from the stands. I don't know. Io County. I don't know.
No. Right. So based on that, Russ, you got 41. Reedy got 35. The top answer was shoot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
right.
True, yeah.
The one that I gave you on anything to do with the ref is ref, you're blind. But because you used the word ref, I gave it you. Come on, County. Offside.
Fucking hell.
And man on.
Man on, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Next one. Right. Reedy, you mute this time and I'll ask Russ first. Can you hear me? No sound? Yeah, okay. Name a football competition other than the Premier League.
FA Cup.
Yep, top answer. Woo, 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 woo. You've won a speedboat.
World Cup. I feel like I need to do this so that Reedy doesn't read me. You know, like they do on this. I'm going to do that. World Cup.
Yeah, that's the bottom answer. But yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. League Cup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peter Johnson's paint trophy thing.
No.
Okay. Well, cups in it, and I've done 4.
You've done 3. Well, you've named 4, but you've got 3 right. You've got 1 guess left.
Yeah, that's why I've got 1 guess left. And the final guess is going to be the Nobody Cares Cup.
The what?
the Nobody Cares Cup.
The Bristol one.
Yeah, which I've just named, really, but you said no for that. I don't think you... But anyway.
No. So you've not got them right. So, right. So okay. You've got...
Dead air's a crime.
Okay. Right, Reedy. Russ, you don't need to mute because you know what the thing is.
Yeah, I need to mute. Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is, and we'll just do one more of these because of time-wise, but yeah. Name a football competition other than the Premier League.
The Bundesliga.
No.
It's good, but it's not quite right.
Wrong show, that, Russ. Wrong show. Go on.
The FA Cup.
Yep.
The League Cup.
Yep.
The EFL Trophy.
No.
The Championship.
No. So, Russ, you won that. So, top answer was that's a FA Cup, which you both said. Second one answer is Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
Third one's Europa League, League Cup, and then World Cup.
Yeah, I got fixated on cups rather than leagues. So I'm
I just went to domestic, apart from the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Right, should we do one more then?
Yeah, one more. Do you want me to mute?
Yeah, just before you do that, do you want football or just a random one?
No, we'll stick with football. It's a football show. It's a family friendly football show.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you mute, Russ. Right, Reedy, name something you can buy at a football match.
Pie.
Yep, top answer. Yep.
Beer.
Yeah, second answer. Yep.
Sausage roll.
No.
Pack of crisps.
No.
Bovril.
No.
Is that 5?
That's 5, yeah. Yeah. So I've seen Russ. Not even looking. What's he doing?
Sorry. Too busy
Have
writing.
you seen what Gazando's put?
Yeah,
Might
but
go
I
to the Resis
flashed
tomorrow
it
for
up.
some sentimental reasons.
I flashed it up. Go on.
Right. So name something you can buy at a football match.
Okay. Pie.
Yeah, top answer.
Beer.
Yeah, second answer.
Soft drinks.
No,
Hot dog.
no.
Bovril.
You both are even. No, you're out of guesses now. You're out of
Oh, am I?
guesses.
Sorry.
You both scored equally on that, 66. So you both got top answers of pie and pint. Next one down was program.
Oh God, yeah. For God's sake.
Scarf.
Yeah.
We won't mention Scarfgate. And chips.
Chips. You can't buy chips at County though, can you?
Yeah, but you can buy them at other grounds.
No, I know. Yeah,
no.
No.
Name something you can buy at a football match.
Yeah,
You might be going to say Rotherham away with County.
No, I understand that. I understand it. I fixated on County, and you can't buy chips at County.
You can't buy a programme at some grounds now. Not being awkward or anything.
It sounds like you're picking holes here in the game. But yeah, again, if it works, it works. It'll come back if it won't. I was going to go around asking 100 County fans, but then I realised how much time that would actually take. So in the end, I just did it off. I just got Arthur to do some stuff for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I did say Claire Jeffs at first. You said first was about County, so
yeah. We'll get better at these as we go. Well, no, I'm not promising that actually.
The thing is, though, and like I said to you, it's just random shite.
Yeah, it's just a bit of fun.
Just a bit of fun. So yeah, I'm hoping we don't get better at these. It's not the aim to get better at these.
Because if we get better at it, it won't be as much of a car crash, will it?
No.
Yeah. I think let's not have a production meeting anyway. So just right, cool. I think we're done, lads. Yeah. Anything to say before we close out? Anything you're looking forward to? You got anyone going Leyton Orient?
No, not going Orient. No,
not this time. Are we winning? Are we winning on Saturday?
Yeah, of course we are.
I think so.
I think so as well. Everybody should look out for Lauren's preview show. There's going to be live. I think she's got one going. She's going to be live tomorrow or Friday. So there we go.
I can't wait for Bradford though. Yeah,
well, I'm not here for Bradford. I'm away. I'm out of the country for Bradford. Gutted. I don't think I was at Bradford last time we played them home in League Two either, for some reason. Probably the same reason, to be fair.
Ibby scored last night, didn't he?
He did. Which is amazing, isn't it? You know, it's
post volley, yeah.
Shows you.
It's gonna be interesting seeing what reception. Well, I hope he gets a good reception, Sarcevic, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he will. I think he will. He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Right. Thank you to everybody for watching. Please do like if you haven't already the video. That'd be great. If you're watching it back, please like it and subscribe if you haven't already. Got a bloody fly in my face. Thanks to all of our Patreon members. We've got some live events coming up. So if you'd like all of our content ad-free and be in the draw for our monthly giveaways, get priority access to our live events and support the podcast, then why not consider joining our Patreon membership? And join in the fun. So don't forget to like and subscribe, rate and review on whatever podcast player you're listening to us on. And cheers, thank you. And remember, it's for County fans by County fans. So if you want to be a fan guest, get in touch with us and we'll sort that out. But yeah, all that's left for me to say is see you next time.
Cheers. Ta-ra.
Cheers, thank you.